everyone! Hi, I'm Jella Cesar together with my groupmates Ivran Arellano and Venetia Alia Padillo. Today we will discuss the business letter. What is a business letter? It is a formal type of written concerning business transactions and other business-related issues and information. This letter follows certain rules, restrictions, and format and usually use a formal language. Additionally, an effective business letter should sound like a person talking to another person. Ang isang halimbawa ng gantong letter ay application letter kung saan sumusulat ang mga aplikante na interesado sa isang bakanteng trabaho. Business letters commonly written on an 8½ by 11-inch size clean bond paper. It follows certain margin and free from dirt and scratches to build a good impression to the readers. Personal letter versus business letters. The business communication page posts 11 comparisons of personal letter and business letter. Business letter or commercial letter is impersonal and universal in nature, while personal letter is fully personal in nature. The purpose of business letter is exchanging various business-related issues and information. However, the personal letter is exchanging personal or family-related affairs and information. The scope of business letter is wide and contains various types of business information, yet personal letter is limited and contains only personal information. The structure of business letter is follows officially recognized structure rather than personal letter that does not follow any recognized structure. The formality of business letter is maintains formal rules and procedure. However, personal letter is informal. The size of business letter is generally concise in size and avoids irrelevant matter, yet personal letter may be concise or large in size. The type of business letter can be categorized differently, but personal letter generally cannot be categorized. The salutation of business letter can be Sir, Dear Mr. X, and etc. While the personal letter salutation is Dear Friend, My Dear X, and etc. The language of business letter should be easy and simple, while in personal letter, it may be easy, poetic, emotional, and etc. The copy of business letter should always be preserved rather than personal letter that may or may not be preserved. The method of business letter uses direct and persuasive method, yet the personal letter uses only direct method. Also, the business communication page stated whether you are writing a personal or business letter, the way you construct the message and the way the receiver decodes the message are very important. The technique of writing business letters. According to Major and Major 1968, to make your letters effectively in terms of today's business world, you should understand and make use of 4 basic psychological techniques. First is write from the you attitude. Every person is interested primarily in himself and thus respond to a letter written from his point of view. To test the effectiveness of your letter on this point, count the number of I's and U's in your letter and then compare. A good letter should have a preponderance or dominance of U's, and a minimum of I's. But more than this, your letter should have the reader's viewpoint in mind throughout the text. Compare. I was happy to hear that my letter of January 5th provided sufficient information for the complements of the order for us. You. Thank you for your assurance that you had sufficient information for the completion of your order. Number 2. Accentuate the positive. Even a letter that has to say no can be written from a positive point of view. Make it an absolute rule never to start or end your letter with a negative. Whenever possible, avoid words with a negative connotation such as argument, careless, complaint, disagreeable, error, neglect, and unfair. Compare. Positive. Thank you for your order. The merchandise will go out to you as soon as. Negative. We regret to inform you that we will not be able to ship your order until. Number 3. Make your letter smile. A business letter should leave a pleasant impression to the readers. Get a smile in your letter, a bit of your personality, and atmosphere of goodwill. A sour letter, piqued attitude, complaining undertone is comparable to a surly manner in your conversation. Some phrases have a built-in smile, and here are some friendly phrases that you can use and should use freely to your business letter. We shall be glad to. It is a pleasure. Thank you. We appreciate very much. With our compliments. Number 4. Make your copy live. The reader should feel what you say. If possible, create a visual experience or make a wonderful point of view to have the readers a creative imagination. Let the reader see himself doing something, running a machine, telling his friend about his trumps, selling more accounts, reinterpreted the same copy.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Abram Arellano, and I will discuss the characteristic of a business letter. So this report focuses on the importance of effective business letter writing and introduces the 10 C's as crucial elements for achieving business success. First is completeness. A well-written business letter should comprehensively answer the fundamental questions: who, what, when, where, and how. Correctness. Accuracy is paramount in all aspects of business letter writing. This includes grammar, punctuations, formatting, informations, spelling, double-checking names, addresses, numbers, and using a dictionary are highly recommended. Conciseness. A business letter should be direct and concise, avoiding unnecessary information that might confuse the reader. The example of conciseness: instead of saying at the present time, use now. And instead of saying prior to, use before. Instead of saying pitch in, use join to. Instead of saying start from scratch, use make new from nothing. Or coherence. Maintaining a smooth flow of ideas is essential. Transitional words help connect thoughts effectively. Number 5. Clarity. Readability is key. Use simple words and avoid complex sentences structures. Number 6. Concreteness. Instead of general words, use specific ones. For examples, instead of saying return of investments, use profit. Number 7. Courteousness. Maintain a positive and friendly tone. Use positive language and show politeness. For example, you will be pleased to find must-try services in our branch near you. Is a more positive and courteous statement that we are glad to offer you the best services. So here is the positive and negative words that pwede nating gamitin. So, sa negative, bad, sad, old, hard, slow. Sa positive, good, glad, new, easy, and fast. Number 8, considerations. Show respect for the readers by anticipating their needs and using a professional tone. 9. Consistency. Maintain a uniformity in style and word choice throughout the letter. And 10. Credibility. Number 10. Credibility. The writer's personality and style should be reflected in the writing, building trust and confidence in the message. Elements of a business letter. A business letter effectiveness depends on the interplay of several key elements. Conciseness. The writing must be concise and avoid unnecessary words or phrases, prioritizing in straightforward language. Persuasiveness. Aim to convince the reader of the sender's point of view or request. Understandability. The message should be easily grasped by the recipient regardless of their prior knowledge of the subject. Completeness. Include all necessary information, presenting a complete and well-organized message that leaves us no room for ambiguity or misinterpretation. Dito yung sender, message, and then the receiver. The receiver of a business letters play a crucial role in completing the communication process. Their main function is to interpret the message carefully and provide feedback to finalize communication exchange.
Everyone, I am Venetia Padillo and today I am going to tackle the lesson 5, business letters, punctuations, and styles. So first, let's tackle about the punctuations used in business letters. So punctuation plays a vital role in the tone, formality, and clarity of business letters. So meron siyang tatlong punctuation na pwedeng magamit sa business letters. So, yung una is yung open punctuation. So, yung open punctuation is a modern and minimalist approach to business letter writing. So, yung style nito is remove niya yung most punctuation marks from elements like the salutation, closing, and address. So, yung kinikip lang ng punctuation nito is yung sa main body lang ng business letter. So, the second punctuation that can be used in the business letter is the standard punctuation. So, yung standard punctuation is follow niya traditional rules and most commonly used style in business correspondence. So, ito yung punctuation ng salutation, which is yung colon, and yung complementary, which is yung comma, close only. So, the last punctuation that can be used in business letter is yung mixed punctuation. So, yung mixed punctuation is kino-combine niya yung elements ng both American and British styles. So, yung format nito is uses comma, British style, or colon, American style, after the salutation, and uses comma after the complementary close. So, kapag yung sinabi namang American mixed punctuation is yung colon after salutation, like, Dear Mr. Smith, tas colon. And yun sa kapag sa comma naman is ginagamit natin after siya ng complementary close, like, sincerely, and comma. Kapag sinabi naman natin British mixed punctuation, yun naman yung sa comma natin is paggamit natin siya ng after salutation na. Like, Dear Mr. Smith, tapos, comma na siya. And yung next naman is yung after complementary close na. Like, yours faithfully, comma. So now, let's move on in business letter styles. So, merong 6 na business letter style. So, yung una is yung full block style. So, yung full block style is all parts of this business letter start at the left margin. Some use of open punctuation, which is no punctuation na ginagamit, and kapag some, does not. So, yung full block style is lahat ng elements ng business letter is nasa left margin lang siya. Like yung return address, date, inside address, salutation, body, closing, and signature. So, etong full block style din is wala siyang ginagamit na indention. And yun din yung most common and modern format na meron sa business letter. So, let's take a look at the example ng full block style. So, makikita natin na lahat ng elements ng letter, ng business letter is nasa left margin siya. Wala kang makikita na ibang pwesto ng elements ng business letter kundi sa left margin lang. So, the next style is modified block style. So, the inside address and all paragraphs at the left-hand margin, while the heading, date line, and complementary clause start at the middle part of the paper. Number 3 on the top ruler of MS Word going to the right margin. So, yung modified block style is yung body, inside address, and salutation niya are all aligned to the left margin. So, yung date, closing, and signature naman begin at the center of 3-inch mark on the ruler in MS Word. So, as we can see in the given example here, yung inside address, at saka yung body ng business letter, yung salutation niya is nasa left side ng margin siya. While kapag yung sa date, closing, and signature naman dun sa business letter is makikita natin siya na nasa 3-inch siya, 3-inch mark siya kapag nilagay natin siya sa ruler ng MS Word. So, dito naman sa semi-block style, follows the rule of indentation to its paragraph, uses the standard of punctuation. So, etong semi-block style is similar lang siya sa modified block style. Pero, yung each paragraph niya is meron siyang indented or nilalagyan siya ng indent yung each paragraph na nasa business letter. So, yung inside address and salutation niya are aligned to the left margin. And yung paragraph naman are indented in 0.5 or 5 spaces bago mag-umpisa sa business letter. Example dito is meron siyang dalawang paragraph. And yung dalawang paragraph na yun is naka-indent siya bago mag-umpisa kung ano yung laman ng business letter. So, the next style of business letter is yung simplified style. So, etong simplified style is similar lang siya sa full block style na lahat ng parts or lahat ng elements ng business letter is nasa left margin siya. However, etong simplified style is hindi siya gumagamit ng salutation like Dear Mr. Smith, ganon. And wala rin siyang complementary clause like sincerely. And etong subject line niya naman is often siya, naka-caps lock siya. And yung heading niya naman is nasa center at the top. So, etong simplified style is meron siyang specific pattern na sinusunod. Like 6 spaces after heading and 4 spaces before inside address. So, yung sa subject line naman is meron ka dapat 3 spaces. Next is 3 spaces before body and 4 to 5 spaces before signature block. So, ito yung spaces in between of every part. Like yung 6, 4, 3, and 3, 4 to 5. So, as we can see naman sa simplified style example is yung heading niya is nasa center siya. And yung subject line niya naman is caps lock siya. Lahat din ng elements or parts ng business letter is nasa left margin siya. So, katulad siya ng full block style. Pero, hindi siya gumagamit ng salutation and wala rin siya ng complementary clause. Next style is yung indented style. So, basically, all major parts or all elements of business letter including addresses, body, and closing are indented unevenly. So, yung paragraphs ng business letter or yung message ng business letter is dapat naka-indent siya. In the example, makikita natin na yung paragraph niya is naka-indent na siya. Hindi na siya dapat naka-justify lang. Style na meron ang business letter is yung hanging indented style. So, itong hanging indented style is yung lahat ng first line ng paragraph or ng body ng business letter is align siya sa left margin or naka-align siya sa salutation and sa inside address which is naka-flush sa left side. And yung all subsequent lines naman ng paragraph na yun or yung mga natira na paragraph before ang first line is naka-indent na siya ng 5 spaces. So, sa example, makikita naman natin na yung unang line ng paragraph or ng body ng business letter is naka-ano siya sa left side. And yung iba naman na line ng paragraph na yon is naka-indent siya ng 5 spaces lang. The last topic that I will discuss in Lesson 5 is yung business letter envelope formats. So, itong envelope format is nakakatulong siya ng consistency and ng professionalism sa business letter. There are 3 business letter envelope format. So, yung first envelope format is yung block form. So, ito yung return address and yung recipient's address are left aligned. Yung pinamatch nito is yung full block style letter sa business letter style and wala siyang ginagamit na indentation. Is yung indented form. So basically, yung mga address niya is naka-indent siya. Katulad siya ng indented letter style na yung address niya is naka-slightly indented from the left margin. The last form is yung semi-block form. So, dito, yung return and recipient address niya are formatted with slight indentions. So, similar siya sa semi-block letter siya. So, etong semi-block form is yung appearance niya neat with minor stylistic indented.
Lesson 6. Types of business letters. There are different types of business letters that are commonly used in the corporate world. They are differ in purpose, style, and nature. Some business letters transmit good news, while some transmit bad news. Moreover, some letters of interest to the reader, which is do not affect the emotion and feelings of the reader, and it's called routine letters. Writing good versus bad news business letter. If the business letter directly affect and stir the emotions and feeling of the reader, it is either a good or bad news business letter. If you are writing a letter promoting someone from your employee in your company, you are probably writing a good news. The good news business letter is light in mood, expressing pleasant information. Unfortunately, there will be times wherein you will be required to write bad news business letter. If you are writing a rejecting job applicant or worse, you're probably writing a bad news business letter. No matter what type of letter you are writing, no matter how good or bad the letter is, always make sure to be professional in writing the business letter. Mind over matter is the rule of the game. There are common types of business letters such as the following. Number 1, application letter. Sometimes called a cover letter. It composed persuasively whenever you are applying for your target job. This letter is usually accompanied by your resume for additional information of your experience and skills. In writing this application letter, you may follow this format. First paragraph. Determine the reasons why you are applying for the job. Mention if the job is solicited or unsolicited. Second paragraph. Explain why you deserve the job without being too boastful. You may support it by citing your qualifications. Last paragraph. Even if you think you are hired or not, thank the hiring personnel. Here is an example of application letter. There are 3 types of resume. A. Chronological resume. Focuses on the employment history of the applicant. B. Functional resume. Focuses on skills rather than employment history. Letter C. Combination resume. Focuses on drawing the best features or strong points of chronological and functional resume style. Number 2. Letter of inquiry. A letter that asks for a particular information or assistance. This type of business letter is direct and the questions are constructed to get the information straightforwardly. In writing a letter of inquiry, consider the following guidelines. First paragraph, begin with the most important question or a summarizing statement. Second paragraph, this part may contain the explanation or list of questions. Last paragraph, the ending should tell the reader what you want to be done and when. A sample letter of inquiry. Number 3, letter of replies or response. written in response to a letter of inquiry which directly answer all the inquiries regarding the company's product or service. As part of business as usual, most companies promptly reply to all the inquiries addressed to them. In writing the letter of response, the following steps may help you. Acknowledge the inquiry by mentioning important details from the letter of inquiry you received. Build goodwill and pave the way for future contact by using a cordial or friendly tone. And lastly, answer the questions fully and send prompt replies. A sample letter of response. Number 4, letter of request. Commonly used everywhere. We daily use it in academe, in industry, even in corporate world. The main purpose of this letter is to request for something you need. In writing a letter of request, you may follow these steps. First paragraph, orientation. This is the introduction part where you begin with the details of the event or any activity. The date, time, and venue should be always indicated. Second paragraph, information. This part, you need to mention the request materials or equipments or even venue. You need to be very specific in this part. Last paragraph, action. Thank the person in charge to promote goodwill. A sample letter of request. Number 5 and the last type of business letter, letter of order. One type of business letter which is written for the purpose of purchasing items that are for sale. An order letter according to Rosales usually contain the following: A. Name of the item ordered. B. Description of each item, giving size, style, finish, quality, material, weight, or whatever will help in identifying the article wanted. C. Catalog number of the item, if it's available. D. Quantity of each item wanted. E. Price of each item and the total price of the order. F. Method of shipment desired by the buyer. G. Address where the goods are to be shipped or delivered. H. Date of shipment. I. Credit reference if payment is made from an account. J. Mode of payment. A sample of letter order. Qualifications and character objective will help you select format of your resume. Chronological resume format include applicant's name, address, telephone number, job objectives, education, work history, list job by job, beginning with the most recent position. Below is the type of a chronological resume. Number 2, functional resume format. Focuses on the applicant's skills rather than on previous employment. Number 3, combination resume format. Highlights the best features of one or two, emphasizing the applicant's capabilities while also including a complete job history and is recommended from fresh graduates.